Right, so I have bolts. So those bolts are those ones with the grease on them.
Okay, super. Okay, super.
2 radiators.
Oh, here and there.
Which one's new?
Right, well, relief is palpable in the Mindful household because the mechanic's just been, he's refitted a radiator, old one's in the box. We've done the, well I say we.
We, he means me.
He means Susie.
Yeah, I got in there, got the little tools out and...
Dennis, is my pliers put there somewhere?
Did he give you them back and then you gave him them back again?
He nicked the pliers again.
Oh well. You got pliers as a tip.
I got pliers, okay. So he bed the cooling system, which is actually quite interesting to see how it all works. But yeah, radiators in, fans spun out when it got to 90 degrees. So it seems like the car's all fixed. We just need to reattach a few bits and bobs.
A few bits and bobs?
Put the bumper back on.
Hello. Some of the front car missing.
But we're actually getting the ferry tomorrow, so it's all worked just in the miracle of time.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Literally perfectly. So we were told this morning that it wouldn't come till tomorrow. So we were like, okay, we're going in the evening, could be a little bit tight. And then I get this random picture of a cardboard box, which I didn't know what that meant. And it was Dennis telling us that the radiator was here. So he turned up, did his thing, and really, really, really nice. This is a really good karma. Really, really lovely guy. Just hardly charged anything. So Sean's had to like force extra money on him
Yeah,
to
we
say
had to
thank
give him
you.
money for fitting us in and rushing around to collect this part.
Amazing.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so last day, tomorrow we'll get in the ferry, so we'll jump back into this video tomorrow, I guess.
Yay!
Wait for it, he's coming over. I'm in my pyjamas.
Yo, I'm not exactly Mrs. Fashion, am I?
They're quite fetching.
Yeah, but not with a coral top. Colour clash.
We're doing a bit of a breakfast debrief on the last day. Last day in Ibiza. What? Got food in your mouth? So for once, I'll be able to deliver the monologue. Keep eating. Somebody did actually complain about that.
Complain about what?
About your interjections on non-motorcycle topic, which...
Sorry, I'm not a motorcycle robot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's part of it, isn't it?
I'm actually a woman.
Yeah.
We don't talk about motorcycles all the time.
No.
As much as men would like to think.
Would like you to do, yeah. You talk about baking, cloves. That's just what you've talked about. You talked about your top, and you talked about those cookies that you were making.
I wasn't making cookies. That was the worst example ever.
Baking and cloves.
Topping on some shitty digestive biscuits. Try and polish a turd.
Actually, what about your banana bread that you gave to the mechanic?
Yeah, well, he came back, didn't he? So it worked.
Yeah, so everybody talking about
Softened up the mechanic.
getting the mechanic.
Huge chocolatey banana bread. And he was absolutely, like, loving it, wasn't he? He was so excited.
Banana-based things was his favourite, which I don't know whether he just said or made up, but it sounded like he believed it.
And I just baked it. So it was hot out the oven with all the nuts and the chocolate was like oozing out. And
He came at exactly the right time for the for the banana bread.
And he swiftly came back when we asked him to.
But he actually came back a day earlier than we expected. But we'll get on to the mechanic. So back to this thing. That's kind of part of the channel, though.
Seeds.
No, you've got no seeds in your teeth.
I have to check because I've got quite deep grooves between my teeth that gives me a real good chia look. Well, I've been doing yoga up here this morning. Non-motorcycle related talk. That's my other topic, yoga.
Keep that to a minimum on this channel.
Yeah, it's been amazing. So the wind finally stopped. We had like 3 days of wind, and I could come and do yoga up here, and I just bawled my eyes out because I don't want to leave. I
No,
absolutely love it
Susie's
here.
sad. But yeah, so we are going to be talking about all sorts on the channel. That's just kind of part of it. There's loads of channels that do all motorbike kind of technical breakdowns, so there's no shortage of those channels.
Yeah, but you got to think, who cares? Like, you're you. People come for you. If you're not here to
Well,
watch
hang on a minute.
Sean.
Hang on a minute. Don't do yourself a disservice.
No, but what I mean is, people don't come here just for motorcycle-related stuff. That's the beauty of you. Anybody can just like robotically read off technical stuff.
Or get AI to read it off, which some people do.
Yeah, which is great, and that's great for their channel. But that's not where we're about. So if you don't like it, move on.
Shots fired. There's also, I think, YouTube is coming back to its roots. I actually believe that it's going to be the more the channels that show themselves, and it's more about who you are. Those are the channels that people will eventually coalesce around.
Well, luckily, you've got a mint personality, and I don't need any words to be said about that.
Undescribable, aren't you? Yeah,
Yeah.
can't put it into words.
Can't put it into words. What's some other amazing terminology? Just extraordinary, beyond
Beyond
definition,
Yeah.
comprehension.
Yeah, you are beyond comprehension. The other thing people asked about is our breakdown cover because of the car.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually do have breakdown cover with Susie's bank, I think.
Yeah, I pay for an upgraded bank account, and it gives us
The
Breakdown.
cover. So that's actually, don't worry everybody, we do have
European
breakdown cover.
Yeah.
It's just if we got the breakdown cover and activated it, that wouldn't really have benefited us because we would still have to pay for the repair to the car, which we
Yeah.
did, and we would have to have the car, even if we activated it, we'd get the car towed.
Mm-hmm.
So then what would have happened?
Well, and also I think one of the things is they tow it home, maybe.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So we do have breakdown cover if we get stuck on the side of the road, but in this
yeah,
situation,
in an emergency,
it
we'd
was
use
better
it.
to
Yeah.
pay for the mechanic to come here, fix it, and
Yeah.
and as somebody quite rightly pointed out,
Yeah.
me taking the bumper off actually saved some of the labour charge and
Yeah.
fiddling. So, okay, that's quite a donkey work task, quite easy to do compared
Yeah.
to what he did, but at least it saved some money.
Well, it's not really donkey work. Sorry, don't sell yourself short there. I couldn't take a bumper off. Well, I could with a crowbar, but
Yeah, there'd be no bumper left if Sue's took it off.
I'm not about delicate work.
Yeah.
We're actually the opposite. Sean's about you're not too detail orientated either, are you? We're not really details people, but yeah, the like little fiddly bits. I literally looked at the engine yesterday when he was doing it. I was just like, I wouldn't know where to start.
He was one of those mechanics though that didn't mind teaching you exactly what was working and how it was all going. I really like that because some people might be annoyed to have someone looking over their shoulder when they're doing the work.
But
Maybe
you actually
they are.
asked him as well, didn't you? You asked him if you could watch.
Yeah,
to
I did
learn
ask
about the
him
car.
to see exactly how you bled the cooling system. So if ever in a pinch, maybe I can have a pop at it, learn each thing as it goes. But anyway, today is the final day. It's the morning. Sue's just made a nice breakfast, and we are going to pack up today and get on our ferry later on. So that's the update, really, isn't it?
Well, what else are we gonna do? Go for a little swim.
Try and go for a swim in Ibiza before that part of the journey is over.
Sad times. We've had a really good time here.
Really
and
good.
motorcycling here has been wild. Like it's
And if she's saying that, imagine what I think about motorcycling here.
it's changed my whole perception of motorcycling because I'm totally a fair weather rider. Like if it's windy or cold, count me out. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be cold, even if it's nice. I'm just not really interested in sitting on a bike and being cold. And here, even though it's not hot yet, it's just been amazing. There's less people, less cars, like no grey.
No grey, no
I tell you what,
hedgerows.
it's nothing to do with bikes here, again, sorry, but just look at the scenery, right? You get used to colour when you're somewhere like this, and I'm all about colour, as you can see. And so your eyes like see the flowers and the greens and the blues, and I'm so used to that. And one of Sean's friends sent him a little snippet of him by the beach in the UK, and I was like, why is it so grey? Has he got a filter on it? And it was actually the colour, and you can't believe that we just get used to that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just not made to live in the UK. I'm all about this.
So
Give me colours.
the highlights, I think, for
Ibiza are the West Coast beaches. That was something we particularly liked.
Yeah, well, I think the East Coast beaches are beautiful, but we're about sunset, aren't we? We love a sunset.
Yeah.
And it's quite quiet over there. It's not so like built up. What's my speaker turned off?
What, Cala Videla?
Yeah, and all around there. I just think that the riding has just been amazing. We're just on like, what I love about it here is it's kind of, you've got all the things you want. You've got like the town. Is it a city? It's got a cathedral, so it's a city, Ibiza.
Yeah.
But when you're riding round, I felt like we were on like the little back roads somewhere with all just trees and beaches and tracks. But then the roads were really good. So you get like a good smooth road surface. You feel safe, but you're also off on your own. There's hardly anyone around.
There's no traffic, no one holding you up.
There's all these little like
No
beaches
potholes.
and things to explore. You actually feel like you're exploring.
Yeah.
Not just, there's just nothing built up. It's a real island beach vibe. And I just absolutely fall in love with that. And it's made me re-fall in love with being a pillion. Like I couldn't pillion
That's
for
really
ages.
good to hear. Yeah. Because Suze tried sports bikes, she's tried adventure bikes on the back, and
Yeah, sports tourers.
didn't really bond with.
Definitely
much
didn't
of
like
it.
the adventure bikes. Well, the Vosges was okay. Africa Twin, no.
You were.
I don't like
perched.
being high. Oh, my
You
God,
were about
it's horrible.
8 foot in the air. That's
It was
quite-
like being on a horse.
Yeah.
Like some sort of Shire horse. And I like horse riding, but at least when I'm horse riding, I feel like I can do something.
So the BSA, obviously big thumper, very casual.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to get into the pillion review. I'm actually going to do a review.
You are
going
gonna do a review,
But I
yeah.
am going to say thank you, Ibiza, because I now. Well, I've been too unwell to come out pillioning, so maybe it's just because I'm doing it when I haven't for ages. But the ease of it here and the beauty has actually encouraged me to come out.
The hop on, hop off
Yeah.
ability of the BSA is.
We were even able to go to the beach on the bike, which is something that I know that sounds silly, but all of that, taking it all on and off.
Yeah.
But just somehow felt all right.
We'll probably eventually become Spanish and just wear no protective gear apart from a helmet, and then just go straight to the beach. We'll become acclimatised to that very risky way of doing things. Right, so we better go and get packing then, haven't we?
Well, I've done my bit. Over to you, man.
I've done loads of packing, thanks very much. I have to load the car as well, and load the bike.
And unload the car and unload the bike.
Yeah, and put the trailer away.
Oh, it's going to be a busy day for me.
Dear oh dear. Alright, I'll catch you in a bit.
Hold on. Are you going to ride it on? I was going to say, are you mad? Right, you sure you don't want some help? Okay. He's got this. Beautiful. Go on, you can do it. You're a pro. Yes. Look at that.
Getting good at that now, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, you say we. The last 2 times you've done it yourself. Well done.
Thanks.
That's amazing. Such control. If I was doing it, it'd be in the car right now. The wheel would be in the back window. Oh,
Famous last words.
why is it doing that?
Why is it doing that? Motor load is meant to hold it there.
Well, it does normally.
That's a little tip for people though. You're still recording.
Yeah.
Don't rely on the motor lug clamping system to hold it every time.
No, don't just let it go,
No.
obviously.
Because I don't think it will hold it this time. I'm gonna just
No, which is weird because you're actually not on a side-to-side slope there. You can see the car's a little sloped down, but he's actually not. So it is actually even. So I don't know why it's
we
falling.
might actually need to stop the video, have you hold it, and I'll lower the ramp.
Oh, now he wants the prowess of Suze.
Now I want Suze.
Mrs. Mindful.
I want Suze, yeah.
Come on then.
Suze is needed.
This one is for this. Go again, Sarah. Going to that one, aren't we?
Yeah.
Women at work. And then this went to
That
here.
went. No, it actually went to the.
Don't tell me.
Okay.
Went on here.
No, close.
No.
It's hidden by the panniers, so it's not really.
Oh no. Too long, too short. Okay.
We finally made it to Ibiza town port. We didn't know whether it was San Antonio port, which also is a beleaguered port, or Ibiza town port.
Balearia.
And now there's a Balearia port. There's 2 ports in Ibiza town for Balearia. So I'll not speak for Suze, but I've literally been stressed the whole time, thinking that we wouldn't find the port. There's no signs or anything.
You're okay. We were going to find it.
Right, first episode, Suze's big machines. Tell me what's going on.
Okay, so this massive catamaran has been reversing for about 15 minutes. Incredible. He's really slowly been reversing bit by bit so he doesn't bump into the port. Now the ramp is coming down. It is huge.
There's another big machine coming off. What's that?
A lorry. Oh my god.
And for the US audience,
It's a truck.
big rig.
Big rig.
Look at this little thing, little machine coming off.
Oh, straight off. Way around.
Oh, he's got the whistle. He's had the whistle. He's not meant to be off. The bloke's like, we haven't secured the ramp, you nutter.
Oh, the ramp. He hasn't secured it. That is crazy.
Get back on.
Tell him.
Bit of a bump here.
Oh wow, that's a good shot. Thanks again, Balearia.